Hello everyone, welcome back. This is Aluminum Tarot, and just wanted to kick things off by saying thank you so much for the first week of all of the wonderful, wonderful viewings that you guys have given me. There was a lot of really good feedback from people, watching the Pisces reads, the Aquarius reads, the Leo, and what was the other one? Let me see. It's also Libra. Yeah, Libra. So, once again, thanks so much for joining. If you like what you see here, please give a like, follow, subscribe, leave a comment below if you want. Do whatever, just keep it nice. Play nice, guys. So what we're going to do, I'm going to kick this off this week. Going to test run some of the love readings, see if they resonate with the audiences. This is going to be for the sign of Pisces. We had the massive, nearly quadruple digit viewership there the first week, so thanks so much again. What we're going to do now, going to peer into your love life. Now, mind you, I'm not really that much of a love reader. I mean, I don't really look at love as kind of one of those things that people should seek externally, if you want to say it that way. And I think love is definitely something that you have to cultivate within so that you can have it without. And if you want me to be frank, I'm kind of getting a little bit tired of hearing about the same person. Oh, your ex is coming back. Oh, this person's spying on you. Oh, this person's been cheating and lying. And no one gives a shit. I'm so sorry. But, I'm going to be here to read these cards so that way I can give you the lessons that you need to learn. I think that love is a lesson when we have it within relationships with people around us. And I think that that is the most important thing about our love life. It's to teach us. These are guides, these are tools to help us to develop and grow. Now, that being said, my rant's over. I'm going to go ahead and just get into this, see what we can find for... We're going to start with the month of June. So I'm going to go ahead and peer into your June since May is pretty much over. It's the 31st today. So let's get into it. Right. What do we have for Pisces, month of June? Who is coming into Pisces love life? Who is coming into Pisces love life for the month of June 2023? Who is showing up in Pisces love life for the month of June 2023? Tell me the most significant relationship in Pisces love life for June 2023. It's mutual energy. Okay. Pisces thoughts. Wow. King and Queen of Wands. Look at that. For Pisces read, that's a very spicy Pisces read there. Aquarius. Thoughts. Pisces feelings. Aquarius feelings. Pisces person's feelings. Last but not least, we have Pisces outward actions. And Pisces person's outward actions. Overall energy for the reading. And once again, the jumpies. Let me go ahead and get that. So, we have here the overall energy from this reading is, of course, the Knight of Cups. This is going to be a love offering, a movement of emotional attention and affection towards the Pisces. At least any kind of reconciliation, any kind of, how can we say? This is a type of love offering. I think someone wants to do that, but I think we should look into that a little bit more, because what I'm getting from the rest of the reading is a little bit dodgy, and I'm going to not BS you on this one. There's a little bit of conflict around here. I think the person that you're involved with, Pisces, seems to be trying to pull themselves out of a bit of a shit show that they've dug themselves into. I'm going to clarify that a little bit more. They don't seem to be very stable or grounded at this particular moment in time. And we're going to find out why. This is pretty much a superficial reading right now, but what we have here, the overall energy share between the two of you, mutual feeling, is the Queen of Wands. Now, this is a woman who is very powerful, dynamic, goes after what she wants, very charged, sexy, beautiful. And I think that that is potentially the passionate energy that you share between the two of you. It's both receptive and it's dynamic. And the Queen of Wands, that fire, feminine side. It's the fiery attractiveness. Now, maybe the both of you find each other irresistible. Maybe you can't keep your hands off of each other. Maybe there's all sorts of sexy time happening day in and day out, or whenever you two meet up. There's a very strong magnetic pull towards each other, and I feel that this is one of the things that draws you to each other. Now, we'll clarify that a little bit just to see what's going on with that reading. Clarify the Queen of Wands. So what I'm getting here is that one or both of you is slightly codependent. I would say that they're even, they're afraid of not being being outside of a relationship. They're afraid of being alone. They deeply desire the attention and affection of others. And maybe one or both of you is unable to kind of disassociate yourself from being in a relationship or in a commitment or getting the attention, the attraction from other people. So with these two cards here, I see a person who on the exterior, on the outside, this is a relationship or one or two people who are basically very attractive, loves to be the center of attention, loves to get out there with that fire Leo energy. And but on the inside, they're a person who's afraid of being alone. And this can create problems with this kind of dynamic. So I would be careful of that. You don't want to be with a person or to exude that energy yourself of a person who is desperately trying to get out there to end loneliness. There's no way to end loneliness. Loneliness you carry with you, even if you're in a crowd of people. And sometimes you can be completely happy by yourself. I'm one of those people. I can promise you that. Now, that said, at the bottom of the deck, something's telling me to pull from the bottom of the deck. You have the Eight of Pentacles. This is working on something, and I'm assuming that you, Pisces, are probably just working on your own thing. Doing your own thing, following your own craft, and just kind of pouring your attention into basically matters of the business nature. That said, we'll carry on. Firstly, we have you as the King of Wands. This is a dynamic, go-get-'em type person. This is a person that definitely wants to. When this is as the thoughts, when this goes as the person's thoughts, the King of Wands basically is pretty much focused on themselves. I get that energy from this because after looking at the bottom of the deck, I see you as being the person who's trying to just move on with your life, go ahead and focus on your work, career, things of that nature. And you're doing this with a very strong gusto that is, in some ways, I would say, turning your attention away from the love aspects of life, because there are no cups in your side. There's no water energy in your side either. What you're doing now is you're turning towards the external. You're saying, this King of Wands is looking away from the entire reading. So it's just like, you know what? I'm going to go pour my energy into something that's going to be better. I really, really don't think that love is this tour de force that people make it out to be. And I think that it's better that I just focus on myself. going after the things that I really want. So you might be setting plans. You might be setting plans to build a business, to travel, to get into hobbies, new skills and crafts, things of that nature. And this is going to help you revitalize your life and actually go after the things that you really want. Now, clarifying that, clarify the King of Wands. Good grief. Oh, look at that. Yeah, there's just more energy clarifying that. I'd see there's nothing but pentacles. There was pentacles at the bottom of the deck the last time we looked at it, which was, if I'm not mistaken, the Eight of Pentacles. And you have more pentacles here. So this is a King of Wands looking at all of this pentacle that they want to create for themselves and to save coin. So this is a person slowly moving towards their goals, their objectives, their dreams, things of that nature, taking one step at a time, making sure that they can think about the things that matter the most to them, set a goal, go for it, achieve that, move to the next goal, achieve that, and so on and so on. But I see this as a person that is definitely immersed in that feeling, because this is the King of Pentacles reverse. This is a person who is kind of overdoing it, but I think that they're doing it because they'd rather pour their energy into that than to pour themselves into someone who is basically fucking them over in life. And, you know, for lack of a better expression, it's like I'd rather invest in the things that invest in me back. You know, if you have to choose between love and money, you're definitely going to choose the latter, because that at least you have control over. And so that King of Wands being at the center of his throne, he is basically an authority figure and someone who controls. He is going to control his pentacles instead of trying to be controlled by a relationship. Now, on the other hand, we have the person that Pisces is thinking about. Now, in their thoughts, they are the devil reverse. Now, this is a person who is trying to understand some of the toxic qualities that they have, and they are trying to pull or extricate themselves from that. Now, this person may have some drug addictions. They may have addictions with gambling. They may have a sex addiction. They must potentially be an all-around douchebag that they're trying to get over that quality. No one's perfect, of course. Everyone's got their devilry in their life. But this particular person, that is the center of their focus in their life. And I think that it's time for them to get the devil off their back. Yeah. And you couldn't say it better than that. So you have the devil reverse. You have the Ten of Wands. This is basically a person who is struggling to overcome these addictions and these toxic qualities that they have I feel like they've either been carrying them or been building them themselves and trying to do too much. This may be a person who has very obsessive thoughts as well. So they could be either obsessed over you or obsessed over something else. We will find out. What is this person, Pisces, thinking about? What are they obsessed about? What are they obsessed about? What is Pisces person obsessed about? What is Pisces person obsessed about? Yeah. So your person is basically doing their best. What I get from these three cards, they're doing their best to, God, I don't want to say it. I hope I don't get flagged by YouTube already, but it's kind of to unfuck their lives. And they are trying to get over the toxicity from whatever kind of lifestyle they've built in the past, which has become a burdensome thing for them to carry. And they're looking towards healing and hope from those two things. So the two H's, healing, hope. And I think that this person is kind of going through it at the moment. I don't know why this Knight of Cups is coming out of here as the overall reading, which we can put here. But potentially speaking, you're pouring your energy into your material world. This person is pouring their energy into getting out of the toxic qualities that they have built as a scaffolding for their life. Now, in your feelings, you have the sun. Now, this can mean one of two things. Either A, you're kind of unhappy about what happened in the past. And now you're using that unhappiness to kind of rebuild your life. This is your scaffolding. But the sun can also indicate that something is very unclear. And maybe that you're trying to bring clarity to your life by working on it in a way that manifests in the material. Because in the past, you put your energy into the emotional, which is now why you're turning away from it, it seems. With the King of Wands, you have taken on the energy of fire. And this in turn has created a lack of emotional depth and maturity in yourself. Not to say that that's a bad thing. It's just that it's not really what you're focusing on at the moment. Why is the sun reversed? Oh, yeah. So you are also going through it. So you have the sun reversed, clarified by the Six of Cups reversed. And this is bitterness, resentment, potentially holding a grudge, thinking negatively of the past. And so for you, dear Pisces, you are basically turning yourself away from the pain and the bitterness that took place in the past due to this person's toxic behaviors. And now you're focusing on yourself by building a new material existence that allows you to have kind of foundation. Now, when we think about the Tower card, we think about them, a person who has to rebuild their entire infrastructure. The previous infrastructure has collapsed. So I'm assuming that in this particular relationship that you have had some kind of tower moment, and it has basically destroyed your stability. And now you're trying to rebuild that in the material world, using those rocks, breaking those rocks to build a new foundation, saving those coins, and also doing things in the material world, the sensual world, which will allow you to actually get some kind of stability, grounding, and footing. And if I'm not mistaken, we got that in your general reading for the month of May. You'll be spending this time in June just kind of tending your own garden, as Voltaire says. On the other hand, your person, let's talk about your person. This person is still going through it. They've got the Hangman, which is trying to gain enlightenment about a specific situation in their life. And this person really is desperate to find some kind of mental clarity. They also feel a bit stuck. And I don't know why. Why do they feel stuck? Yeah, because they're becoming impatient. Perhaps they don't want to wait on something. Now, if they're waiting on you, what are they waiting on? Okay, that came out. Yeah. Again. Hangman. The reason why there's the Hangman is because of the Three of Wands reversed. And Three of Wands reversed, clarified by the Ace of Swords. So they're impatiently trying to get some clarity on this relationship. And I'm assuming that that's the reason why they want to offer this Knight of Cups moment. This could be on both ends, where I see on your end, you're moving towards an emotional kind of fulfillment by moving emotionally towards the things that build your material success. Whereas this person here is desperately trying to seek clarity, healing, and hope within a particular situation by extricating themselves from their toxicity. I'm almost sure that this is the dynamite that exploded the foundation in your recent past. This person's toxicity actually detonated, creating this tower moment, and eventually forcing you to rebuild that foundation elsewhere. Whereas this person, they've got their foot in the water and in the earth. It's almost like they're kind of at ground zero, kind of reflecting on the debris, the dust that's settling. They're waiting for the dust to settle in their own lives. Maybe they're in a particular part of this foundation where they're just kind of moaning in the aftermath. Very interesting story. Now, for your outward actions, you have the Seven of Swords reversed. Now, what this indicates to me is a person that is keeping a low profile. That's what I seem to get. You're keeping your head down. You're focusing on your pentacles, your coins. You have your nose to the grindstone, and you're avoiding anything that's going to throw you off from that. That's what I seem to get from this. Why is this person the Seven of Swords reversed? Why is this person the Seven of Swords reversed? Yes. So this one's come out. Yeah, again, more energy. You don't want anything distracting you anymore. Now, typically the Seven of Swords can be guilt. Things coming to light. But I don't get that you're actually looking for that from someone else. I think you're looking for things to come to light in your own life. I see a person who really understands that love is not enough, and that you're going to have to find it within in order to find that passion within your own particular life. You have so much passion in this. King of Wands, and then you have the Knight of Wands. So in your thoughts, you're materializing, you're manifesting this lifestyle that you are going to be the King of Wands. A person that is deeply going to find out what matters to them in their own lives and build that. You're going to create your new kingdom. Whereas in your outward actions, you're moving towards that with gusto, with the Knight of Wands. We can pull one more clarifier here. Yeah, there's the Page of Cups. Yeah, the Knight of Cups is the overall energy. So normally this is a person that communicates something, but I feel that you're communicating that to yourself. This is a time for you to be selfish. You have given a lot to the people in the past who did not pull their weight and who did not offer any kind of reciprocity. Now it's time for you to focus on yourself. You know what? Love, so be it. If it's going to be this way, I'm just not going to bother. I'm going to build my own pentacles. I'm going to build my own coins, my own foundation, and revel in that. Now, on the other hand, your person, outward actions, is the Five of Wands. So, what I'm getting from here is this. Too many men on the field. I think it was from that Ace Ventura movie. And I think that for some reason, this person, instead of going within and doing the work, this person is having people compete for their affection. Or they could be creating drama or chaos in their life. They could be surrounded by drama or chaos. That is their outward action. We're going to clarify. Please clarify the Five of Wands. Please clarify the Five. What? And guess what came back out? We have the Eight of Pentacles. I am not a magician, I promise you, but this is what came out. And so that is what we're going to take. And unfortunately, more cards popped out, and we're going to explain this a little bit as well. So this is a person that is working really, really hard, pouring a lot of energy onto gaining the attention and the affection of other people. And I think that's where her or his end of the Queen of Wands comes into their life. So you have a person that is definitely competing, working on this, and actually it almost feels to me like this person is deliberately sowing chaos around them. They're putting their energy and their work effort into creating chaos. This is unhealthy, and this is the problem. So they are thinking about coming out of the devil energy and getting hope because it's burdening them. Their mind is not right. But in their outward actions, it seems almost like they compulsively look towards sowing this chaos, and then they regret it later on. Look at their feelings, their emotions. Their thoughts are here. Their emotions are here. Their thoughts are to heal and get over this and, and stop carrying the burden. But unfortunately, even in their emotions, they want clarity on why they're doing these things. So this is a person who seems to be a bit impulsive, I feel. This is a person that desires chaos and only knows chaos. Because what happens here, after they go and they create this absolute dive of a reading here, seems to be the end result of it. We have the 9 of Wands. There's a person who's deeply in their emotional regret, laying up at night, sleepless. These are 9 swords, which 9 is the self, number of the self, and the number of wrapping up cycles. And it seems like this person is unable to wrap up that cycle because they're still thinking about how to heal, but they're not actually doing it. Their outward actions belie what they feel within. And so this is a person, I would say, and I'm not a psychologist, so please don't shoot the messenger. I'm getting borderline personality disorder vibes here because of the whole thing. Inwardly, they want to heal, they want to understand what they're doing wrong and how to overcome it, but outwardly, they impulsively litter their lives with nonsense because you have 9 of Swords and then you have the Hierophant reverse. And this is a person not only is non-committal, but they're also a person who doesn't really understand what they believe, because Hierophant also indicates some kind of faith or belief system that allows for people to have some kind of solid foundation. Again, that Tower moment keeps popping up in here. The Hierophant would be a kind of social foundation, a social tower, because in the upright, that's what he is. He's the one that is the bridge between heaven and earth. He is a form of infrastructure in his own right. From heaven to earth, giving those secrets, the keys of the universe to the people that follow him. And in the reverse, the people that follow this person, however, receive the opposite. They don't receive the keys to the universe. They receive chaos, despair, the same thing that this person's feeling. They're projecting it outwards. This is no longer a person to be relied on for wisdom, but this is a person who sows discord. And they know that because there's feelings of regrets. And then there's feelings where they have to take breaks. So create chaos, moan about it at night, about all the rebellious behavior, because the Hierophant reverse can also be rebellious. And then take a break. Rinse, repeat. That's who you're dealing with. And off the top of my head, I would just say you need to just continue focusing on your coin. I'm going to pull one card of advice and then we'll end it for today. This card of advice you've got for my Pisces. Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. What's the advice we've got for Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant? What have we got for Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant? One card of advice. There it is. Time to breathe out. Disseminating moon. I don't know why I get this phrase or this expression, but I feel that this is not your cross to bear. This is not your cross to bear. Breathe out. Understand that in separating from this person that you believed to have loved, it is time to love yourself. I will preach that until I'm blue in the face. And I think that is the center message of all the readings that I do. And if I have to say it 100,000 times for 100,000 readings, I will do it. Take the time to love yourself. Build those pentacles. However, do understand that you will have to let go of the bitterness, the pain, the hurt that this person has caused in your life. It is not your cross to bear. Use the wood for something more useful, constructive. Anyways, going to leave it there. Thanks so much again for joining. This has been Aluminum Tarot. If you enjoyed what you saw or got from this reading, please give a like, share, subscribe. If you would like personal readings, feel free to do so. You can find all the information in the description box below. Again, I'm not per se a love reader, but I can see and peer behind the veil to understand what's going on in your love life. I'm going to wish you all the best, especially on your spiritual journey. This is the reason why we're here. We're not here for love. We're here to learn from spirit. Thank you. Goodbye.